Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I show you how I painted my funky J-Hope Moore inspired design, so let's get started. I'll be painting my index and middle fingernails black, my ring fingernail beige, my pinky fingernail a light turquoise, and my thumbnail a neon green, and before doing so I did apply base coat. I actually thought about the designs for each of the nails for a long time because I wanted to incorporate the cover art design, but I also wanted to make it specific and unique to the music video, but the vibes are totally different with the cover art being very bright and colorful and the music video being quite dark. So I just kind of compromised and did kind of half-half, and it's weird. It's a weird mix, and I can tell that Jack in the Box will be really different from what he's done before, so I'm excited for that, and I think Moore is a great start to that. And here we have my index fingernail. I am doing the key that comes delivered to him in a box, and I feel like mine is a very stripped down version. I just kind of made it very miniature and tried to fit it there, and it was horizontal, but I did it vertically so that I could have it on the nail, and yeah, it had a key ring. And for the middle fingernail I'm using a very dark kind of charcoal silver color to draw J-Hope's silhouette in his Jack in the Box costume hat thing. I'm not really sure what you call it, headpiece, and I just thought that it was a nice segue into the album that will eventually come out. On the ring fingernail, I'm using white to lay down the base of the eye, and I'm doing a very basic kind of tapered teardrop shape for the eye, and then I'm using black to line the top, and that is where the eyeliner is. And then I also use various shades of brown for his eyeshadow, which is quite intense for the music video and for this concept. And then I just went in with other beiges and tans to give the skin more texture and shading. And then I just went in with black again to add the iris and pupil. I remember feeling quite proud of myself at this point because it actually kind of looks like an eye, and I'm not that great at drawing realistic things, but I feel like this was definitely a win. And then I just went in with more brown to kind of cover the brow bone area, which I will kind of add highlights later to separate that, but I also added the eyebrow, and I'm adding more brown on the bottom and the little dot, I guess it's a pearl, and I added shading there as well to make it stand out. And now I'm using my lightest beige to add highlights to the nose bridge, brow bone, and the area right under the eye, and I'm also using darker shades to kind of outline the nose, and I'm using black for the hair, and it's quite messy. It just kind of is like a wet hair look, so I just went in with a few strands of the black polish, and then I used a dark brown for the shadows, as well as for the side of the face. I was actually really satisfied with this nail because it turned out quite grungy and what I wanted it to be. And on the pinky nail, I'm just writing X with black polish. And for the thumbnail, I'm using various shades of green to kind of block out different sections. This is inspired by the cover art. Now the cover art for the single does have a lot more details and colors, but I kind of just took it as like a macro view and just zoomed in and focused on the greens in it. And once I had that going, I just used black polish to write more, and this was not centered. I didn't like that at first, and I was going to redo this, but I kind of like how more is just on the neon green portion, and it's not exactly centered in the cover art itself anyways, so it kind of worked out. During my first listen of the song, I actually didn't think too much about it. I didn't think that it was my favorite song, and it didn't immediately catch on, but now that I've listened to it a few times, I do feel like it's quite a chill song, and I can just have it playing while I'm doing other tasks. And then all I did was apply glossy top coat. I did consider applying matte top coat on the middle fingernail, but I eventually decided against it. And that is my completed J-Hope Moore inspired design. As mentioned, I was quite confused by the concept in the song, and maybe I still am. I'm not exactly sure what the lyrics are when I'm listening to it, but it's an interesting concept, and I recommend anyone to try it and just give it a listen. That's it for this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone!